You know that feeling when you want to say something in English, but your brain is still working in your native language? You know the idea, but the words just won't come. Today, we're going to talk about how to change that. Hey, and welcome back to English with Cheri. I'm Cheri, and as always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host,
Nick. Hey everyone, so glad you're here today.
Yes, and today's episode is one of my favorites because we're talking about something every single beginner English learner struggles with at some point.
Oh, totally. And it's something nobody really tells you about when you first start learning.
Right, exactly. So today, we're talking about how to train your brain to think in English, not translate, actually think. And this episode is specially made for our A1 and A2 listeners. So if you are a beginner or elementary level, this one is for you.
And if you're at a higher level, you'll find this useful too. A lot of people still fall back into the translation habit even after years of study.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. Nick, do you want to talk about why translating is actually kind of a problem? Like why it slows learners down?
Yeah, okay, think about it this way. When you want to say something in English and you start by thinking in your native language first, your brain has to do two jobs at the same time, right? It has to think the thought and then it has to translate it. And that takes time, a lot of time. So you get this gap. You know the idea, you know what you want to say, but the English words just aren't coming fast enough. And that's when people freeze up or they feel embarrassed or they think, ugh, I'm just bad at English. But that's not true at all. It's just that your brain is working in the wrong order, sort of.
Yes, it's not that you're bad at English, your brain just hasn't built that direct path yet. Right now, there's a detour through your native language, and what we want to do is build a shortcut, a direct road. And the good news is, you can build that road even as a beginner. That's what today is all about. So, tip number 1, especially important if you're at A1 level.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Start small. Start with single words. Don't try to think in full sentences right away. That's too much pressure. Just start with one word at a time. When you see a chair, just think chair. When you look out the window and it's sunny, think sunny. That's it. Just one word.
Exactly. And I think beginners sometimes put so much pressure on themselves to speak in full sentences right away, like they need to have a whole conversation in their head already. But your brain needs to crawl before it can walk, right?
Totally. And even just doing this consistently starts to rewire things. You're creating a direct link between the object, the feeling, the idea, and the English word, not a translation.
Right. And that connects really well to tip number 2, which is labeling things around your home or your workspace. Have you ever done this, Cheri?
Oh, I love this tip. Yes. So the idea is super simple. You take little sticky notes or just small pieces of paper and you write the English word on them and you stick them on the objects around you. So your fridge says fridge, your mirror says mirror, your door says door.
Yeah, and every time you walk past that thing, your brain sees the English word. You're not even trying to study, you're just living your life. But English is there. It's in your environment.
And it works because repetition is how your brain learns. Like your brain basically says, okay, I keep seeing this word next to this thing, so they must go together. And slowly, you stop needing to translate.
Exactly. It sort of happens automatically after a while, which is kind of amazing when you think about it.
It really is. Okay, so tip number 3, and this one is really interesting. It's about thinking in pictures instead of thinking in translations. So, Nick, can you explain this one? I think you explain it really well.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So this is kind of a mindset shift. When you hear the word apple, most learners first think of the word in their language, and then they connect it to the image. But what we want is hear apple, see an apple. Skip the translation completely. So a great way to practice this is when you're learning a new word, don't write a translation in your notebook. Instead, draw a little picture or find an image online or just close your eyes and imagine the thing. Really visualize it. Make the English word connect directly to the image in your mind.
I love that. And it actually makes the words stick better too, I think, because your brain remembers images more easily than it remembers, a list of words on a page.
Oh, 100%. There's actually a lot of research on this, like our brains are naturally more visual than linguistic. So when you attach a strong picture to a word, it goes deeper, you know? It's not just memorized, it's kind of felt.
That's the goal. You want the word to feel real, not just stored like a file you have to search for. Okay, that was tips 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep going because we have some really practical stuff coming up.
Yeah, this next one is maybe my personal favorite.
Okay, tip number 4, and this one is so simple and yet nobody talks about it, is English self-talk. Now, this doesn't mean you have to have like a full conversation with yourself in the mirror, although honestly, that's not a bad idea either.
I mean, I've done it. I'm not ashamed.
Same, honestly. But what we're talking about is really tiny, simple thoughts. Like when you wake up in the morning, just try to notice something in English. It's cold today. I'm hungry. I need coffee. Super simple. A1 level sentences.
And what's so powerful about this is you're using English in real context. Your actual morning, your actual feelings of being cold or tired or hungry. It's not just a sentence in a textbook, it's your life. And that makes the language stick so much better.
Yes, exactly. And at A1 or A2, you don't need to think complicated thoughts, like you're not writing a novel in your head. Just, I see a cat. The coffee is hot. I am tired. That kind of thing. Really short, really simple.
And one really nice way to do this for beginners is to narrate what you're doing. Like you're making breakfast and you just quietly think, I am making eggs, I am cutting the bread, the pan is hot. You're describing your own life like a little story.
Oh, I love that. You're your own narrator, commenting on what's happening, like a character in a show.
Exactly. It makes everyday things more fun. Washing dishes is boring, but I am washing the dishes, the water is warm. It's like a little game.
I love making English into a game. That's kind of the whole philosophy of this podcast, right? Learning doesn't have to be painful. It can be playful. Okay, that brings us to tip number 5, building a habit. Because you can know all these tips, but if you only do them once, they won't work.
Right. Consistency is everything.
Consistency is everything. A lot of learners try to study for 2 hours one day and then nothing for a week. That's much less effective than 5 minutes every single day. 5 minutes is enough, really.
5 minutes every day beats 2 hours once a week every time. And the reason is your brain builds these connections, these neural pathways, through repeated exposure. Every time you think in English, even just for a moment, you're strengthening that pathway a little bit more. And then after enough repetitions, it becomes automatic. You stop having to try, you just do it. That's the goal. That's what fluency actually feels like.
It helps to attach English practice to something you already do every day, a habit trigger. Every morning when you make coffee, that's your English thinking time. Or on the bus, name 5 things you see in English.
That's such a good strategy. You don't have to find extra time. Just use the time you already have, sneaking English in without it feeling like homework.
Yes, without it feeling like homework. That's the dream, right? Okay, so let's talk about some super specific daily practice ideas, like really concrete things that our listeners can start doing today, not someday.
Yes, okay, one thing I really love is the English minute. You set a timer for just 1 minute, literally 60 seconds, and you think only in English, whatever comes into your head. You see your room, you describe it. You feel something, you name it. 1 minute of pure English thinking.
That's so doable, like anyone can find 60 seconds. And you can do it in the morning, at lunch, before bed, wherever it fits.
Exactly, and you can build up over time. 1 minute becomes 2, becomes 5, but start small. Small wins build confidence, and confidence is honestly huge for language learning.
And another great one, especially for visual learners, is to look at any photo and describe what you see in English, in your head or out loud. There is a woman near a window. It is sunny outside. Simple A1 sentences, totally fine.
I love that one. And you can use photos on your phone or Instagram or just anything around you. You don't need any special materials.
And another helpful one, an English thought journal. Before you sleep, just think back over your day and describe a few moments in English. Today, I went to the store. I bought bread. The weather was cold. Simple and real.
That's so nice because it uses vocabulary relevant to your life, real things that happen to you, not random textbook sentences.
Exactly. And the words that you use for your own life, those are the words you'll remember forever because they have meaning for you personally.
Totally. And one more really important thing I want to mention. Being patient with yourself, because when you first try to think in English, it's going to feel weird, it's going to feel slow, you might feel silly, and that's completely normal. It's like learning to ride a bike. You wobble, maybe fall, but you don't give up. You try again and again. And one day, you don't even think about balancing, you just ride.
I love that analogy. Every fluent English speaker you admire went through this awkward, wobbly phase. There's no shortcut around it, but there is a way through, and it's exactly what we talked about today.
Right. And I think the biggest mindset shift is this. Stop seeing English as a subject you study and start seeing it as a mode your brain can be in. You can switch into English mode, and the more you practice, the easier that switch becomes.
English mode, I love it. I'm going to use that from now on. All right, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up so everyone walks away with clear, simple steps. Okay, so tip 1, start with single words. Just name things in English, one word at a time. No pressure for full sentences yet.
Tip 2, label things around you. Sticky notes on your door, your fridge, your mirror. Make English part of your physical space.
Tip 3, think in pictures. When you learn a word, connect it to an image, not a translation. Draw it, visualize it, feel it.
Tip 4, try English self-talk. Narrate your day in simple sentences. I am making coffee. It is morning. I am a little tired. Keep it simple, keep it real.
Tip 5, build a habit. Attach English thinking to something you already do every day. Even just 1 minute. Consistency is the key, not perfection.
And tip 6, be kind to yourself. It will feel slow and weird at first. That's okay. That's actually a sign that your brain is working, learning, growing. Stick with it.
Yes, so good. Okay, and I want to leave everyone with one little challenge this week. Just one. Pick one room in your home, just one, and put English labels on 5 things in that room. 5 sticky notes. That's your homework. That's it.
I love that. 5 sticky notes. Super simple, super powerful. And if you want to go further, add the self-talk for just 1 minute tomorrow morning. 1 minute. You can do it.
You really can. Okay, that's a wrap for today's episode of English with Cheri. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We love making these episodes, and knowing you're out there working hard on your English means everything.
It really does. And remember, every small step counts. Every English word you think, every label you write, every moment in English mode is building something. Be proud of your progress.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please share it with a friend who is learning English. It would honestly mean the world to us. And we'll see you, or I guess we'll hear you, next time on English with Cheri. Take care, everyone.
See you next time. Keep going. You've got this.